Welcome back to Coach Cove's B-Ball Breakdowns, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this matchup between the Creighton Blue Jays and the St. John's Red Storm. So Creighton's main feature in their offense is number 11 in blue, Ryan Kalkbrenner. He's 7'1", and he's a force when he's got a smaller matchup on him. So what they do on each of these back-to-back possessions, they run that little stagger screen there. They're going to set a double ball screen for the ball handler, trying to get Ryan Kalkbrenner a straight line to the rim on a mismatch so that he can get himself in the paint around the rim and in a good scoring spot with a smaller guy on him. Turns into a little bit of an ISO look there, and then we get a good dump down to Kalkbrenner. It's good offense right there.
Ashworth trying to put Ejiofor off guard, and there you go, Brenner.
So we go down here and we get a stop on this end, and then we're going to go right back to the same action on the other end. You'll see we set up this double staggered action again. The reason why we're doing this is because we want to make this primary defender give up guarding the ball. We want to put him on Kalkbrenner. We want to get the switch. So we're going to make it really difficult for him to get through two double screens. And yeah, so Kalkbrenner's defender is now going to have to step up and stop the ball because it's a good screen. And Kalkbrenner is going to have a straight line drive to the rim with a mismatch on him. Now from this spot, Kalkbrenner has half a foot on his defender, and we need to find a way to get him the basketball. But the spacing never gets to where it needs to be, and we're not able to do that. First thing is that this defender in the top part of the screen here, he's just sitting in the passing lane that we need to dump the ball into Kalkbrenner for. So get him to the corner. Let's drop out of there and get our spacing better. These are the spots where I would like to see the offense get to when we're trying to get a post entry. If we can get down a little bit further underneath the timeline, closer to the three-point line, then it forces the defender who's guarding the man in the corner to have a shorter closeout to his man so he can't help so much into the lane. The spacing right here is kind of similar, but we have the ball underneath the white line, and it's a shorter closeout to the guy in the corner so that the defender can't be as concerned with helping on the post touch. But we never get that spaced out. It's too high up the entire possession, and it just turns into yet again another ISO look.
Here's Shemaiah Neal. He's had to take on an increased role with Pop Isaacs going down back in December. Shemaiah Neal.
St. John's does a good job to wear Creighton's defense down on this possession. They get the ball to the top and set up a nice slot drive that gets a man open in the corner with a scoring opportunity in a scoring position. He's got a catch and shoot right here. But as a defense, you need to always be anticipating playing help. You need to always be anticipating your man getting driven past and you having to step up and stop the ball. So in this situation, the help would come from Kalkbrenner in the middle of the key, and then we would have to rotate on the backside. The help is never going to come from the same side that the ball is on, only one pass away, because if this guy steps in to stop the ball, then the opposite guy has such a long run out to the guy that you're leaving open.
On Wednesday night, kept him out against Nova. Richmond hits.
You'll see Texas Tech does a good job here to bring the help side from the opposite block, and then the man guarding the corner drops to the block guy, and we rotate on the perimeter. That's much different than how we see Creighton execute help side here. Again, you cannot leave this shooter open on the same side of the ball. The help has to come from the inside, and then we rotate accordingly. All right, so we're going to hop over to this Georgia-Florida big-time SEC matchup from a couple weeks ago, and I want you to pay attention to this battle going on inside. This is Micah Handleton, and he's just doing some bruiser, dirty work, the stuff that doesn't get noticed. You know, Florida's getting their butts kicked right now. They are without a field goal for minutes and minutes in this game. And, you know, he's asking for a push right here. And it's physical, but, like, he initiates the contact right here, and you got to expect something back. So does he hold him? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But what I really want to point out is that on that handoff on the perimeter, he's got his head turned. You're not doing a good enough job as a defender in the first place to be anticipating the action that's happening toward you. He has no idea that this is going on because his head is turned when the handoff is happening. And then he's late getting there. So does he hold him? Yeah, a little bit maybe. But you're going to see on this next possession, it's a similar sort of play. It's not necessarily Micah Handleton setting a ball screen, because he's just screening his own man on this little catch inside, and then he just gets in his own man's way so that the help can't step up. It's the little things like that when you're battling, you're trying to come back in a game, and you're looking to get anything going any way you can because shots aren't falling and they're making almost everything early. You got to do stuff like this to get your team easy buckets. The reason that this is such a high IQ play from Florida is because they know that Georgia's sending two at the ball on every ball screen and handoff. They blitz everything. So as soon as that happens, we're going to have a free lane to the rim like we watched earlier in the episode. And so now Micah is able to realize that once His teammate makes this catch in position. The only defender left between him and the rim is his own man. So he just gets right in his way, and then there's a free lane to the rim.